What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is me showing you how to make a modern house. This is the 69th installment of Modern House, and this one is, since I figured, well, it's almost the end of the year, let's do a throwback house, because I was just kind of, casually scrolling the internet, and I found that, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember making this. I don't know where it is. I'd show it to you if it was close. I think it's all the way that way, but, yeah, I don't even know the number. I can check real quick. But this was forever ago. One of my oldest tutorials in general. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was number 5. And it was similar to this. It was a little bit different. I tried to make it different, but also similar. So, yeah, let me show you the house now. So I forgot to do a thing. So, yeah. Here it is. Again, it's so similar, yet different at the same time. Because I wanted to keep that old classic feel, but I also wanted to change it up a little bit. Because what's the fun in all old or all new? It's kind of like a mix of my current designs and my past designs. So, yeah. Especially if this is a 37 by 24. This one is more proportioned properly as well. The other one was like probably 40 by... Actually, it's probably 40 by 20. Or 25. It was probably similar dimensions. I think it was longer and thinner, though. But this, I think, poked out a little bit more. So it was probably about the same length backwards, even though the building was way thinner. It was a lot thinner. And, yeah, the materials we need for this are dark oak wood planks, white stained glass panes, gray concrete, white concrete, white stained glass blocks, acacia doors, quartz slabs, and oak wood planks. I think that's everything. Let me double check. Yes. Starting from the front right-hand corner of your 37 by 24 grid cough, if you made it. Again, sorry I always start on different sides. It's because technically it's better because then you have two sides of the road and you're probably building in the same direction. But, usually what I'll do, here's a tip, I'll just punch out the four corners of the grid just to kind of get a sense of it, and then just to, see how much space it takes up, how I should correlate in comparison to other builds, and if it'll even fit. But, yeah, you want to count from the front right-hand corner, count left by 1 and place a gray concrete. Go backwards with 5 white stained glass panes, and then 22 gray concrete. Sorry, 17 gray concrete. Oops. I don't know why I thought it was 22, because the grid, there's no way that would make logical sense. You then want to copy that row 3 more times. I don't know why I thought 22. I was only 5 off, though. So that's something. I guess we're gonna start with the... whatever side this is. I don't know. The right side. Good lord. You then want to place a row of gray concrete on top of that. Oh, what's that number? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is 5. I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Then going front to back, you want to place 5 white stained glass panes. And then the rest of the row wants to be gray concrete. So I believe it's 19. No, 18. You want to bring up the gray concrete with 3 additional rows or 4? 4 additional rows. Okay, gray concrete up. Okay, so the 4 additional rows gray concrete. Why does that feel so wrong? 19. This will probably be 19 and a half, which is still 19. Okay, good to know. So yeah, 4 rows. I wasn't actually sure on that, and I thought it should have been 3, but it is 4. Fair enough. Technically, height isn't always a good thing to go off of in case this part's too small. Let's work across the back of the build, shall we? From the bottom gray concrete, the bottom back right-hand corner, you want to go left, and you want to place 6 gray concrete. Move inward diagonal left with the gray concrete. You then want to go left from this gray concrete with 17 gray concrete. Move outward, backward diagonal left with a white concrete. Forward diagonal left with a dark oak wood plank. Left by 8. Forward by 14. Right by 8. And place a white concrete. Bring it forward and backward by 1. And then the back block wants to go right with 8 white stained glass blocks. 2 acacia doors. 8 white stained glass blocks. White concrete. Then move that forward. Forward 2, I believe. Oh no, I can just check this out. Yeah, 2. Then place 5 white stained glass pins. Gray concrete. Then go right with 5 white stained glass pins. Moving along on top of that in the exact same pattern, you want to place... Give me a second. You want to place 5 white stained glass pins. Gray concrete. Another gray concrete. 3 white stained glass pins. Gray concrete. 3 white stained glass pins. 2 gray concrete. 3 white stained glass pins. Gray concrete. 3 white stained glass pins. Gray concrete. White concrete. Dark oak wood plank. White stained glass pane. 2 dark oak wood planks. White stained glass pane. 2 dark oak wood planks. White stained glass pane. Dark oak plank. White stained glass pane. 2 dark oak planks. 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 White stained glass pane. Dark oak plank. Then go right with white stained glass pane. 2 dark oak planks. 1 white stained glass pane. 2 dark oak planks. 1 white stained glass pane. Dark oak plank. Then place white concrete on top of the white concrete. And white stained glass blocks on top of the white stained glass blocks. And then you want to bring up the white stained glass panes with white stained glass panes. And then the gray concrete up with a gray concrete. Just like that. It was way more painful than it should have been. Way more painful. You then want to cover that row one more time, except you want to place white stained glass blocks above the acacia doors. I can go a little bit quicker this time, because I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do step by step. Man, that was very painful. I should have just stuck with one side at a time. And then we wouldn't have had to do that, but it's okay. Basically, with the gray concrete section, it's... Well, first of all, it's the 5-1 is that one section. And then it's 1-3-1-3, 2-3, 1-3, 1. So it's symmetrical. And then dark oak wood planks is 1 on the ends, which is the corners. And then you have 2 in between all the other windows. Hopefully from the overhead you could see that. And I'll show again once we copy this row one more time. Well, after this current step. I'll probably focus on just the back after this, because the back is easier than the front. And I want to get the easier part out of the way, because then the harder part gets a little bit less confusing. Just like that. We're going to focus on one section at a time. So we're going to do the gray concrete sections one at a time. Then we're going to do the dark oak plank section, and then we'll just do the rest of the build. So, come to the back, and you want to be looking towards the front. This is how we're going to be basing our instructions off of. You want to place 2 rows of gray concrete on top of this far left section, just like this. Then inward diagonally, you want to place a row of dark oak wood planks with a gray concrete at the end that's on the same... That's basically in line with all the other gray concretes, just like that. Then on top of the the dark oak plank section, you want to place dark oak wood plank, 3 white stained glass panes, dark oak wood plank. Copy that row one more time, and place a row of dark oak on top. Surround that section in gray concrete. Just like that. For this middle section, you want to place 3 rows of gray concrete on top of all the windows. Just like this. And then you want to copy the window pattern. So gray concrete, 3 white stained glass panes, gray concrete, 3 white stained glass panes, 2 gray concrete, 3 white stained glass panes, gray concrete, 3 white stained glass panes, gray concrete. Copy that row one more time. I cannot place white stained glass panes properly. And then you want to place a row of gray concrete on top of that. Okay, you want to take this single white concrete and bring it up by 2 and extend it to towards the left from my perspective until it touches that far gray concrete section, and then bring it up by 5 from the original row. You want to bring it up by 5 where it started, and then connect it to that side again, just like that. You kind of created an F. With the dark oak section, we're doing the entire thing, so front, left, back. You want to place a row of dark oak wood planks on top of it. Ignore these 3 white concrete for now. You want to place a row of white concrete up diagonally from this row of dark oak wood planks, and it wants to go all the way around, just like this. You then, at the left side, you want to... Give me a sec. I want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. You want to bring up the white concrete with 5 rows of white concrete. So it should be at the same level of the gray concrete over here, and the rest of the build, basically. So just this very left wall. Did I say right? I might have. Then, at the front and the back, you want to place... Where you have the the white concrete row at the front and the back, just like this, inward, diagonally, and upwards, you want to place a row of gray concrete that is just as long. On top of both going left to right or right to left does not matter. You want to place a gray concrete, white stained glass pane, 2 gray concrete, white stained glass pane, 2 gray concrete, white stained glass pane, gray concrete, and do that on both sections. It's basically all the windows should be aligned with the dark oak plank sections windows. Copy that row one more time. And then you want to place a row of gray concrete on top of either section. Hopefully this next step won't be too hard to explain, but I'm bad at explaining things, so here goes. The front section, we have this row of 3 white concrete to the left of all this big white stained glass block window. The front block wants to come up with white concrete, and then it wants to extend left so it touches the top corner. Just like that. So you have a backwards P, basically, which is like a 9. One of those, like that kind of 9. Not with the end, not with like the bottom. Like, kind of like an imaginary 9 where the white concrete goes under the ground and it's just kind of buried. If that makes sense. That's probably a dumb way of explaining it, but whatever. Just a backwards P. And at the back, you just want to connect it at the top so you have a backwards P, and then with the 2 lines coming out the back of it. Which actually would be an interesting logo for something. I want to create another channel. Design a weird logo. You then want to take this white concrete row. Okay, come back to the front where you have this white concrete row where it connects to the... Where you have the vertical and the horizontal one, the horizontal being left to right, or across. You want to extend that one through this white concrete, and then you want to extend it and go down a block, so you're touching this little section of white concrete. You then want to place a row of gray concrete that is down diagonally and inwards from that, to fill in this gap with the white stained glass block section. Personally, I do like that because I think it adds a nice touch of kind of, you know, it just fills in that gap. Okay, basically, what you want to do is we have these 4 white concretes here next to the gray concrete. You want to actually destroy those. I thought those were there, but no, I'm dumb. You then want to extend the gray concrete over a row. And then you want to bring the top block right by 18. And then connect it down to the white concrete. Inward diagonally from this, you want to place a window of white stained glass blocks. And then you want to place white concrete in the kind of gap under here, under the gray concrete. Kind of like above this row of gray concrete right here. Just like that, so you don't have a gap there, and also, again, make sure this entire window is filled in. And then we have 1 section left, and we are done. Just like that. From this right row of gray concrete, you want to place a row of gray concrete that is forward diagonally right from it and extends up by 1 additional row, or 1 additional block. You don't want to connect that right. Bring that entire section forward a row. Just like that. So, this section should now, the left wall of it should be overhanging this white concrete row by a block. Just like that. You can see where that is. You're going to want to extend this gray concrete down by 1, and then forward by 5. Then you can go right by 5. And where you have a corner here, you want to bring it down with a gray concrete. Fill in these 2 little slots above these windows here in with white stained glass panes. And then where you have the, like, 5 white stained glass panes here at the right, you want to just finish it off around the rest of this. Just like that. You then want to place a row of dark oak wood planks on the inside of the second row backwards. Just like that. I'm okay. So basically, you have the row of gray concrete, which is the outer row, and then you have the dark oak wood planks inside of that. Let me get a drink of water. I need to have like a table next to where I sit. But, oh well. I don't have a... I don't have a designated area for, like, just videos. You don't want to place a row of white stained glass blocks inside from that. You should not have either of the dark oak. None of this should go across the bottom, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Except failing miserably at doing so. You don't want to dig out your oak wood planks, and you basically want to fill in this balcony. The row in between the white stained glass pane rows. So, basically where the row of gray concrete is in between, just like that. This row. And then you do also want to extend it back so it is under the white stained glass blocks. And then place an acacia door in the middle. You want to take the white concrete here at the top. At this top row of white concrete where it just kind of stops, or we did have it connecting down, but we had to destroy it. You can actually leave it like that if you do want. Yeah, it's up to you. But you want to extend that all the way to the right until it touches the gray concrete. Just like that. And then you want to extend it to the back until it touches that row of white concrete. So we have split our roof into two different sections. This big rectangle on the left wants to be filled in with white concrete. You'll see why we did this in a sec. We're not filling in the right side with gray concrete. You can if you want, but the way I've done this, I've decided to do it a little bit differently. I actually do like that Hardee's, not gonna lie. I know that was random. That's one of those that, like, I hated, but I now like. Gosh, I have so many tutorials that I have not built in a world. How is Panera Bread 2019? I swear I built that this year. Oh, you know what? It was in December. I remember that now, because it's next to Tutti Frutti, and I remember Tutti Frutti was right around Christmas. I don't know why I all of a sudden remembered that, because it has to be right after it, because it's directly next to it. Wait, so Five Guys was 2019, then? To think. It's insane. And then the other house, I will show a little clip at the end of it. And, maybe I'll try and put a segment in of the two houses side by side, because I think that'd be cool. Via, like, Photoshop or something like that. I don't know. I wonder if I can even do that. Basically, alright, now what you want to do is, on top of this gray concrete, the outer row of gray concrete here, on the top, you want to place a row of quartz slabs. Just like that. You then want to extend it outer row on every single side, making sure that you do have right angles as your corners. And then you also want to extend it on the, and connect on the left side. Don't make a block. I was just kind of testing that sound. And then you want to fill in the middle of this with quartz slabs. Unless what you want to do is basically kind of find the center. So 3, 3, 3. Okay, well, it's a 3-block center. But, like, if you want to try and go and find, like, a rough, decently, like a mid-range sized center, you can just make it like you can make this white stained glass blocks and then make a sunroof. You can also do that on the white concrete section, except if you were to do it here, I would have it down a block instead of sticking up. But it is personal preference if you'd like. You can also, like, if you were to make it, you could, like, surround it in quartz slabs. And then have a white stained glass block. That also works. It's up to you, though. But once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Modern House, the 69th installment complete. Let me show you the inside space, because I, like to do that. You've got a good amount of space in here. This is definitely bigger than the original one, and I'm going to go find the original one real quick, and, yeah. Alright, here it is. This actually took me a lot longer to find than I thought it would. It's literally, you probably don't know where this is, but there is the... Like, that's the center area. That's where we've been recently. That's new pet store, new Lego store. But here it is. I actually do really like this. I forgot how much I did like this. I think I like this one better, to be honest. This one's smaller. This one's a lot smaller. But I think I like the design of this better, honestly. There's something about this that I just really like. It's got its flaws, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's hard to tell because they both have their ups and their downs. I think the newer one is more of like a kind of like an out not I don't want to say outcast, but like more of one that sticks out to you and is kind of like what draws your attention more. This is kind of just like there. Okay, yeah, this is about the same. Like back, that's a lot longer actually. But like you can see, like look coming to the side. The side's very similar except it's a door instead. But I changed up the back a lot. Yeah, I changed it up a lot. But there's something about this. I think it's this part that I really like. Just kind of the way that the white concrete looks. Like it isn't boxed in as much. And you can actually, yeah, you can see that's no, that's an older house actually. Never mind. But I don't know. I just do like that. Let me know which one you like better though, the OG one or the new one, because I'll be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on how my building has kind of changed. It definitely, for using the exact same look, it's definitely different. Also, I do want to rebuild Chick-fil-A because it's so big. But I mean, for what it is, it's a good build. It just, I don't know. I honestly forgot how different they were. I thought they were more similar than what I actually made them, but you can see they're so different. Like this view, they even look really different. But like, yeah, because this was all kind of one section, but I have it as two different ones. Kind of three, with three at the bottom. But, yeah, the thing I just wanted to know if you guys did enjoy this video again. Let me know which one you like better, the original one or the newer one, which is the one behind me. And, yeah, hey, shut up. Freaking iCloud storage. Have a fantastic rest of your day, night, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.